Hi, everyone, and thanks for listening. I've created this podcast to provide information and build interest for my historical fiction novel, When Royal Heads Are Hunted, about the Calusas in Florida, the Aztecs, and the conquistadors. Um, for a short while, I'm offering a promotion or a discount, and if you use code D47VY, you can get 50% off the price of the book if you order it through Smashwords. I also have the link for the Smashwords page on this post. Again, the code is D47VY. One last thing about this podcast and about my newsletter is that it's always going to be free, and I'm never going to charge for content about my book. So now on to this episode. So the title is Spanish War Dogs, and in my research for When Royal Heads Are Hunted, I found that the Spaniards brought mastiffs, huge dogs that weighed up to 250 pounds and maybe even thousands of them. And conquistadors and the Spaniards from Velasquez to Cortez to Soto, Toledo, Coronado, and Pizarro all brought them with them and used these dogs in war. Sometimes they put leather sort of padding around them, and sometimes they even put like metal and spikes, sort of like armor, and then they train these dogs to attack and to kill. Um, and perhaps the most famous of these, or infamous of these, was from Ponce de Leon. And he had a dog or a mastiff that was called, and I'm probably pronouncing it wrong, but it was Beccarillo, Beccarillo. Now, Beccarillo was supposed to be especially savage and loyal. And I found a quote from a Spanish historian, Bartolome de las Casas, and he wrote that Beccarillo, quote, attacked his enemies with frenzied rage and defended his friends with great courage, end quote. And it said that the Spaniards, and again, quote again, were more afraid of 10 Spanish soldiers with Beccarillo than 100 by themselves. So pretty scary to have a dog that big attacking with armor. I did use the dogs in my book in with Royal Heads Are Hunted, and I made that part of the plot as my characters are sort of trying to escape from the Aztec lands, and they encounter Cortez and his forces, and they run into the dogs at that point. So that's it for this episode. Again, thanks very much for listening. Remember the coupon code to get 50% off when Royal Heads Are Hunted. The coupon code is D47VY through Smashwords, and the link for that is here on the post as well. So thanks for listening. Have a great week, and I will talk to you again soon. Bye.